Hey guys, welcome to the second edition of Yesterday and Today in Crypto. Today is 23rd March and today we'll talk about the market and BTC price update. We'll discuss what happened with the Binance FUD yesterday and why did the prices fall. We'll talk a little bit about Google that's building its own blockchain. I wanted to show you a few pocket-sized Bitcoin full notes which the CEO of Bitcoin Inc. has made. He made them 4 years ago, so it's a pretty cool thing. And lastly, we have a contest for you. So all in all, a very exciting update, and let's begin. So if we start with the markets, we see that it's a red day today. So yeah, that's how it is. And we had talked about this yesterday that we saw, bears getting into par and bulls losing steam, and this might be a red day. A red day might be coming. So yeah, that happened. And we saw the entire market cap, which was peaking at about $353 billion, come down to about $322 billion. So that's about a $35 billion drop. So that's what happened in the last 2 days, and let's see what was the main catalyst. So no surprises here. The main catalyst here was again Bitcoin. So yesterday when we were discussing, I told you the fact that Bitcoin is has risen for the last 4 days and it is kind of peaked at $9,000, and we have a strong case that the power of the bulls is dropping here and beards are coming into par. So we might see it retracing to 8,300, 8,500. So that's what happened. But the interesting part is that although TA showed this, you can see this candle here. If I just have to magnify this, so just look at this candle. This candle shows that bulls wanted this to go higher, but people started taking profit. People started shorting here. This was the significant candle which decided the fate of the other candles. So this happened and we started moving down, and this was this entire move was well supported, or you can say that fundamentally also something happened yesterday, and that something was that the FSA from Japan, they have given a warning to Binance that they have not complied with the regulations and they cannot operate in Japan, and if they continue to do so, they will proceed with criminal charges against Binance. So this was the FUD which came across yesterday at about 6 o'clock and China time, and we saw this drop happening, and we should have bounced up from $8,500, but what happened was that CZ also confirmed that they've got this letter from JFSA about an hour ago, and they are trying to resolve this immediately. So this confirmation by CZ also helped Bitcoin touch the trend line, not the trend line but the support line. So you can see that 8,300 is the clear support. This was where we got stuck multiple times. This is the support here, this is the resistance here. So this naturally becomes a support when it comes down from 9,000. So the expectations today are that if we see a good volume burst, if the sentiments get better, we might see this bouncing from this line, that is the $8,350 line. So this is the line, $8,350, and we might see it bouncing up from here if we see some good news, if we see bulls coming into play again. But if we drop below 8,350, if we come towards 8,200, we might end up touching 7,800, which is again a big support. You can see that it was a support here, it was a support here, it was a support here. So this will be a big support. It's also close to the trend line now. So this will be a big support, because if we lose this support, then we are going to bleed out, and it might not be such a good news. But again, there are high chances of bouncing up from here if bulls come into play. So that is what is the kind of update on the BTC and the market price for today. And this majorly was attributed to two things: with respect to TA, bulls losing steam, and with respect to FA, this news coming out. So isn't it strange that TA and FA kind of always merge together? if you saw this the last time also, when we came down to 7200, when we touched 7200 about a few days back, just as we crossed this line, the FSA letter from Argentina to the G20 came into play, that cryptocurrencies do not pose any risk, and we shouldn't be worried too much about them. We should let them flourish. They're not even 1% of the entire financial market size. And this letter pushed the market up. So strangely, this was the point, according to TA, where Bitcoin should have bounced. So this is very strange for me also, that you see play at a lot of points, and I don't know if it's magic or what it is, but it's pretty interesting for me. So yeah, so we saw TA and FA both coming into play exactly at the right point here, that bulls lost steam, and the news we got. So this is the kind of market update. Moving on to a little bad news. It's not a little bad news, but the fact is that I just wanted to discuss that how is BBC, the perception for cryptocurrency will be formed by general people by reading general news articles. And if, big media publications, have a feed something like this: teenager hacks a cryptocurrency wallet, child porn bans Venezuela cryptocurrency deals, Facebook and Google take action against cryptocurrency, digital cash aids money laundering. So if you have such kind of articles in continuation on platforms like BBC, then it becomes really difficult for people to form a positive perception around it, and therefore it becomes more important for people in the industry to find out things which give a different picture in play. So this is the kind of, I think this is the kind of play which mainstream media does just to get TRPs, because this kind of news will invoke more reactions. So it becomes a responsibility for people like us to, tell you that what's happening, which is great in this, in the same point of time. So we talked about FSA issuing a regulatory letter to Binance, and BBC showing all this. What else did Binance did? Man, Binance released a bloody awesome Mac client. So this is fucking crazy, man. Just look at this. So I just downloaded this, and I'm playing with it, and it looks so good. It looks really good. Okay, hang on. So yeah. So markets, you can see all the markets. You have the exchange, then you have the funds and all that, and it's a pretty cool setup, guys. I am liking it. So anybody who has a Mac can please download this and play with it. So this is Binance Mac client for you, and this was the RSPM. So remember, I was talking about M might be margin trading yesterday. M turned out to be a Mac client. So other than this, the good news is that Google will probably be creating its own blockchain in the future. So run Chrome, yeah. So yeah, Google, please create a better Chrome first, then we can talk about creating blockchains. Yeah, so Google is planning to create a blockchain service wherein it will give blockchain as a service to other companies like the Google Cloud. So that's what Google is planning, and that's what Alphabet Inc. is developing its own distributed digital ledger that third parties can use to post and verify transactions. So this is exciting news, guys. Google coming into, Google investing in blockchain startups. It ranked second in CBI Insights as the most active corporate blockchain investor in the list, and Alphabet developing its own distributed digital ledger. So when the prices are going down, we're working on the technology. You have to look at that factor. Technology is being worked upon, and people are innovating in that, and so this is happening at the other end. So it's not just bad. There are great things also happening. Another interesting thing to look into play is, so China's first central bank governor in the past 15 years likes Bitcoin. So the PBOC, People's Bank of China, has a new governor. His name is Yi Gang, and the guy likes crypto. His appointment in the office, China might end up regulating crypto sometime in the future. So that's great news for everybody. And coming down to this pretty interesting thing I found on Twitter today. Okay, so this guy is called Notefather. You can follow him on Twitter. and he's the CEO of Bitcoin Inc. And he made a Bitcoin full node. This is a portable, wireless, pocket-sized Bitcoin full node. So these are the things, which drive adoption. You wanted to know how could BTC be, how can everybody be a node? How can everybody contribute to the community? How can everybody, how can you distribute the entire thing to the entire world? This is how you end up doing it. So there are people who are doing this. Actually a fucking Lego. This is a Lego USB hard drive, and it works. And this runs on battery. This has, a life of 7 days. So, and it's 4 years old. So the guy is going to find better new hardware to make this again. So this is pretty interesting. People are innovating on, how to make mining or becoming a node more adoptable. So we saw that although the market is kind of going down in price because of various FUD, and we can hope for a better future about in the near future. Yeah, definitely. So coming down to the contest we promised. So Robinhood is doing a contest which is worth $100,000 and it's being sponsored by Bodhi, CrowdGenie and Data Wallet, and you can win prizes here. The basic way is that it will be your token trading volume into the COB factor. Your token trading volume will be how much tokens you trade, and the COB factor is how much COB you hold in the Robinhood currencies you hold. And the prizes are being done by Bodhi, CrowdGenie and Data Wallet. So people who like to trade, who want to win some cool tokens, or want to get some free money and make some money and get some more free money, please join this contest and have a ball. So that's all for today, folks. Thanks a lot and see you tomorrow. Bye bye. Also, one last thing I forgot to tell yesterday also, and I forgot today also. Guys, whatever I say, it is not investment advice. I am not a financial advisor. This should have come in the first of this video. I'll make sure it comes in the first from tomorrow. But yeah, nothing I give is financial advice. It is basically my perception of the market, which I share with you. And please give me a shout out in the comments. Do give me a like and subscribe for more such videos. Thank you. Yeah, bye bye.